Hi, my YouTube people. Welcome to the last episode of Canada's Drag Race Season 3 review. I am super late. This episode actually came out like 2 weeks ago, maybe. But as you all know, I'm a psychic, an energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer as my main job. So I have been so busy doing readings and trying to keep up with content on all my other platforms that I just got lost in the sauce and never got back to finishing the season with you all. So I'm so sorry it took so long. I will say that I saw the episode weeks ago. So I saw the episode 2 weeks ago. I actually sat down and watched it. I had a whole meal, and I was like gonna sit down and watch notes, but I was like I kind of also wanted to sit and just because for the whole season I've been like every time I sit and watch the episodes, I always have my notes with me, so it's never like I can sit down and watch the episodes and enjoy. So I kind of just wanted to enjoy, and then I was like, okay, I'll get back to it like later that day or tomorrow. Just never got back to it. All right, so I did see the episode. I watched it earlier today just to kind of get a refresher, just because I haven't seen it in a week or two. And I finally got my notes. So we've got our usual 3 pages of notes here. It was a really good episode. I really liked this episode. My thing was I was shocked there were only 9 episodes, because usually it's 10 episodes. Season 1 there were 10 episodes. Season 2 there were 10 episodes. So I was like kind of that's maybe another reason why I didn't upload it so soon, because I thought they were going to come out with another episode. I was like, is episode 10 going to be a reunion? But we never got an episode 10. We got only 9 episodes this season. So I was like, that's interesting. I wonder why we got 1 episode less than the past seasons. But whatever. Maybe it's a pandemic or whatever. I don't know. But this is the final episode, all right, of Canada's Drag Race season 3. This is episode 9. My whole reviews, by the way. Sorry, I've been drinking green tea all morning. This is my second cup, actually. My second cup of green tea, darling. All right. I forgot what I was gonna say. Actually, hold on. I'm so excited to get back into it. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something important. Oh, throughout the entirety of me reviewing this season, I dressed in drag. I had my window open, sorry. Throughout the entirety of this season, I've been dressing in drag. I started out the first episode, my first time in drag, and as you can see, my look also transitioned throughout the weeks. This last episode, though, just because I've been so busy, I decided not to get in full drag. I'm just gonna in my boy drag. Maybe so, as time goes on, we can also just kind of look back at how much I've grown. Just from the beginning of the episode of this season to the end. So I was like, maybe, I can, just kind of dress in boy drag and it'd still be symbolic. Anyway, so I'm in boy drag today. This is the boy version of me. I thought I would give a little cute eyeliner. I do love an eyeliner, in my boy drag. Just put my eyebrows on, nothing too much on my skin. I am blessed with, for the most part, good skin. Actually, I have good skin, period. So, anyways, this isn't about me. This is about the final 4 of... Oh, wait. Oh, dang, I pulled the wrong one. Okay. This isn't about me. This is about the final 4 of Canada's Drag Race Season 3. Alright? So we start the episode, once again, with the final 4. We just kind of get a refresher of who the final 4 is. If you don't know, because it's been a while. Giselle is the first one in the purple, Gisele Lullaby. Miss Fiercalicious has her face covered. They should have probably put the final 4 a little bit lower, but it is what it is. Miss Fiercalicious is next, right to Giselle. Jada Shada Hudson is the darker skinned one with the beautiful makeup and eyebrows. I think they're all wearing blonde here too. That's interesting. And then the last one in the orange is Kimmy Couture. So here we have our final 4. Gisele Lullaby, Miss Fiercalicious, Jada Shada Hudson, and Kimmy Couture. am I shocked by this Final Four? Not really. Maybe the only person I was kind of so shocked or surprised by was Kimmy. But Kimmy fought for her place. You know, Kimmy can dance the house down, boots, and she's really good with choreography. You know, she's really good when it comes to any, kind of musical challenges, it seems like. Um, with acting challenges, it just kind of seems like she's playing herself, but a lot of the girls were that way too. So I don't know. It is what it is with that. But I like this Final Four. Last week, Vivian Vanderpuss was eliminated, so that was really sad. You guys know I love Vivian. And yeah, so I'm rooting for Jada to win the season, but I like them all, like I said. Out of these four, I like them all, but my favorite would probably have to be Jada. After Jada would probably be Miss Fiercalicious, even though she got on my nerve all season, but I do have a soft spot for Fierce. And then I don't know, Giselle and Kimmy kind of fight for the third spot, but I think I might have to put Giselle third and then Kimmy, in terms of my favorites. But anyway, I like them all. So they de-drag, all right, because we kind of come in from the last week's episode. They de-drag and act a fool in the workroom, twirling and death dropping all over the place. So I was like, child, they're just a hot mess, but we gotta love it. So it's a new day, and it's a new day, and the girls. Hold on, I don't think I have my new day pick. Okay, there we go. It's a new day in the workroom, and Giselle brings up everyone's stats in the competition. So Giselle's like, so what are everyone's stats? How many wins do you have, and how many losses? I don't remember too much about the wins, but at this point they don't really matter anyway. Although they kind of do. So Jada Shada Hudson says she has one challenge win. All right. Fiercalicious says she has two challenge wins. Fierce is the one in the red. Jada's the one with the watch on. All right, in the black. Just making sure I don't mess up my eyeliner over there. My eye itched a little bit. Gisele Lullaby, all right, with the long hair and the black also, with the blonde streaks, it looks like, says she has two challenge wins, or he has two challenge wins, they. And then the one on the end with the long black hair is Kimmy Couture with one win. So from here I was like, okay, so based on this, with Fierce and Giselle having two challenge wins, they should be the front runners, correct? That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, so since Fierce and Giselle have two challenge wins, are they the front runners? I was like, okay, we'll have to see how that goes. And then of course RuPaul pops up, and then Brooke Lynn pops up, and we find out that the maxi challenge for this final episode is that the girls have to write and record their own lyrics to an original Canada's Drag Race song, True North, Strong and Fierce. And Brooke Lynn Hytes will be helping them with the vocals. I was kind of like, okay, I didn't know Brooke Lynn was a music producer. I didn't know, I was kind of like, how's that going to work out? But we'll see, because I've never seen really Brooke Lynn, although she's a dancer, so I don't know. But anyway. So the girls end up, the next kind of mini challenge thing they have is that the girls have a, kind of lunch date, a tea date with the season 2 winner, which is last season's winner, Isis Couture. This is Isis Couture here. I thought Isis looked absolutely fabulous. She slayed. Her makeup was on point, the hair, I really like Isis. I really, really do. She absolutely slays. I thought Isis looked sickening. It was cute, the little lunch they did, they had a little photo shoot. It was cute. They all did well in terms of their conversation with Isis. They all seemed to kind of know her already, you know. So that's one thing I noticed with a lot of these Drag Race girls, especially as the seasons go on, is that they kind of seem to know each other. So it's like, okay, that's cool. Well, there wasn't like really any awkwardness or anything like that. Um, it was really nice to see, however, Kimmy Couture and it was really nice to see Kimmy Couture and Isis Couture together, because Isis here is Kimmy Couture's drag mother. So Kimmy is actually Isis's drag daughter. So I was like, I thought that was cute. I was like, that's really nice. It was nice to see them, and their picture turned out great. But Isis slayed all four of them in looks. You know, all four of the girls look good, but Isis just took the cake. I mean, she absolutely slayed. There, you could see why she won last season. All right, so. My cat's acting crazy. I don't know what's wrong. What's wrong with him? I think maybe did I accidentally spill some coffee in his water bowl this morning or something like that. I didn't, but you know. Anyways, so the girls start writing their lyrics to perform for their performance of True North Strong and Fierce. I'm still shook that Brooke Lynn is judging someone else's vocals. But I was like, okay, girl, she's a dancer, so maybe she does have that kind of musicality to her. I make music, you know, so I get music and I get like music production, and you know, like I feel like that's something I could do. But like Brooklyn, like I've just never seen that from Brooklyn. So I was like, we'll see how this turns out, how the song turns out. We'll see, you know, we'll see. What's interesting though is that Brooklyn was actually giving them good pointers and good direction, in terms of like, you know, saying the lyrics, and you know, giving them pointers in terms of how to say things, you know, a certain way. So I was like, okay, she's giving good pointers and direction, so maybe this will turn out good. I have faith in her. She's the host, for God's sakes, right? So Fierce does really good with her vocals. Kimmy does cute, all right, with hers. Jada kills it. Giselle struggles a bit with her vocals, but we've been saying this pretty much throughout the competition, that this is kind of, you know, a thing with Giselle where, you know, I don't think lyrics is her thing, you know. But, you know, anyways, we'll get into that later. So after that, the girls get into their choreography with Hollywood Jade. Now, you know, Hollywood Jade does not play. Hollywood Jade is an amazing choreographer. So, of course, with the choreography, Kimmy Couture slays, alright, period. I need classes from her. I need classes from Kimmy, because, you know, she was really keeping up with Hollywood Jade. Jada the Turn-Up Queen is worried, but she does good. You know, she does good with her choreography. Fierce did good, too, but Fierce seemed a little bit nervous. Giselle did good. All the girls did good with their choreography, you know. So, all the girls here are pretty much dancers. No struggles there at all. So, I was like, okay. You know, I like that. So then we get into the actual performance. So we get into the performance. First of all, Brooklyn comes out, and of course, you know, as always, Brooklyn looks absolutely amazing, as usual. Love the gold on her. You know, I thought she looked really cute. I love the hair. I thought she looked great here. You know, I love this look on Brooklyn. In terms of the performance, you know, I thought, first of all, I thought all the girls looked kind of a mess, to be honest with you. I did not like these outfits. Out of all of them, you know, I thought Fierce looked the best. I hated Giselle's wig here, alright, you know, that big, poofy, you know, green wig or yellow wig, whatever she had on. I also didn't understand, like, how does this deal with being True North, Strong, and Fierce? What are these outfits? How does that correlate? But anyway, it is what it is. Fierce was kind of stiff. But once again, she looked the best. Fierce went first in terms of the performance. Kimmy was cute. Of course, the choreography was on point. Jada was cute, but I didn't like her verse, actually. I didn't like Jada's verse. I thought she just kind of did too much, you know, and I just wasn't a fan of Jada's verse, unfortunately. Y'all know I love Jada. Giselle was good. I think Giselle might have been My favorite probably, and then maybe Fierce was probably second, or maybe Kimmy. I don't know. Giselle was my favorite. She was really good. She spoke English and French. I thought they all did fine. The song was okay. It wasn't the best song I've heard. I thought the musical that they did a couple weeks ago was better. All right, so I was like, not my favorite Brooklyn. All right, but it is what it is. We move on. And then we get into the final runway of the season, you guys. So shook about this. It's the final episode. It just happened so fast. Now we're going to get into season 4, and who knows how long. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long. So we get into the runway category, and the runway category is Coronation Eleganza. So the girls come out and give their best runway, final runway. Miss Fiercalicious was first. I thought Miss Fiercalicious looked absolutely gorgeous here in this blue. And I thought, I love the contrast with the blue and the blonde. Although she had like little kind of shiny blue streaks in her hair too. So I like the little details with that. I love the slit with the leg. She has the beautiful legs. I really love this. Maybe the only thing I would say is like the top of it. I noticed when we got like a closer look when they were like kind of in line, being critiqued by the judges. The top looked a little bit like off or weird. So I don't know if it's like maybe she should have stuffed it or what. But that was maybe my only thing. But I thought she looked absolutely gorgeous here. I mean, I hate to nitpick like that, but gorgeous. She looks great in blue. Fierce looks good in blue, and she looks good in purple. All right, love those looks. Love those colors on her. Kimmy Couture was next. I thought this was really cute on Kimmy, but it was the same silhouette we've been seeing from her all season. So I was kind of like, okay, this is cute. Not my favorite. I did like the little pointy kind of jewelry, bejeweled thing she had on her chin. I guess she related that to her Asian culture. How her Asian culture, they're very much about pointy things, pointy toes, pointy chin. So I was like, okay, that was an interesting take on that. But it was just the same silhouette that was just kind of like, okay, it's cute, but meh. I would have actually liked to see her like maybe in a full gown or dress. Like that would have probably wowed me more. But she gave us the same Kimmy silhouette, so I was like, all right, cute. After Kimmy Couture was Jada Shada Hudson. I really like this on Jada. She was giving Lady in Red. All right, I love this. I love the details of the dress too because it was like it was almost crystals. Like there were crystals on it. You can't really tell, but like it was like there were like some sort of crystals on it, and when the light shined on it, it was just beautiful. I loved it. I thought she looked fabulous. I love the details of this dress, and I thought her hair looked good. I love the makeup. There's something about Jada Shada Hudson's makeup. I love how she builds on colors, but it's also very like I don't know how to describe it. It's very clean. It's very I don't know how to describe it, but like the best word I can use is clean. Like it doesn't look caked on her either. Sometimes when you have so much makeup on as a drag queen, it can look caked on. But if you are able to make it look clean, I think I can be good at that. It's like even though I have on a lot of makeup, when I get in drag, it's clean. That makes it looks like I don't have on that much makeup. I don't know. I like that. I like Jada's makeup. All right. Lastly, though, was Gisele Lullaby, and this was my favorite in terms of the runway. Gisele Lullaby slayed, honey. All right. I love this look, and Gisele sews. So I believe most of the stuff, or maybe all the stuff she brought to this season, she made herself. I love this. I love the hair. I love like the little coif and the platinum blonde. I love the rose gold on her. I thought she looked good. I loved her arms. Her body looks great here. Gisele was my favorite, actually, in terms of the runway. Gisele did really good in terms of this episode overall, so So after the runway, we find out that only two of the girls get to lip sync for the crown. And those two girls are Gisele Lullaby and Jada Shada Hudson. All right. So the top two to lip sync for the crown, and the top two of the season, therefore of season 3, are Jada Shada Hudson and Gisele Lullaby. I agree with this top two. These two were very fierce in the competition, especially Gisele. But Jada Shada Hudson really fought for her place in this competition. So I was like, I agree. But I thought it was very shady that they didn't let Kimmy Couture or Miss Fiercalicious lip sync for the crown. Because usually they let the top 4 lip sync. They all lip sync, or at least the top 3, or something like that. So I thought that was kind of shady. And Kimmy is a good lip syncer. But I think sometimes there's like this thing where just because you're a good lip syncer, like I think the crown needs to be taken into account. How did you do all season? Because you can slay a lip sync, but did you do all season? Did you do well the entire season to the point that you deserve the crown? And in my opinion, I love Kimmy, but I don't think she was quite there. She would have lip synced the house down and probably would have won the lip sync, but does that deserve her to win the crown? So in a way, I was like, I see it, like I understand it. I just still thought it was shady, and I still thought, Fierce did, both Kimmy and Fierce did really good, but I thought Fierce, like, especially deserved to at least lip sync for the crown. So I was like, I would have still liked to see them lip sync, but they didn't get to lip sync. They can still say they're part of the top 4, but I was like, all right, that is what that is. So. The lip sync for the crown song is A New Day by Celine Dion. It's a ballad, all right. This was actually a really good lip sync between these two, Jada Shada Hudson and Gisele Lullaby. It was a close call. They both did really good, and they both gave the emotion of the song that it needed. However, the winner ends up being of the season, by the way, Gisele Lullaby. Gisele Lullaby ends up being crowned the winner of Canada's Drag Race Season 3. And when I first watched this episode a couple weeks ago, I really had to sit on this. Gisele, while I like her and she did super well during this competition, was not necessarily my favorite to win. I really was hoping Jada was going to win, to be honest. But once I thought about it, I was like, but out of the two, once again the lip sync was really good. So it was a close call there. They both did good. But out of the two, who did the best in the competition? See, I can't be hypocritical. Remember, I said, who did the best in the competition? I'd have to say Gisele did the best in the competition. Out of the two, out of her and Jada. Jada did really good, but Gisele killed it. The whole entire competition, from beginning to end. Jada had some stumbles. So I was like, I agree. Gisele wins season 3, and she's also the first French-Canadian winner of Canada's Drag Race, which I believe is a big thing for Canada, due to the history of Canada, and its French ties, and blah 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 blah. So this is the end of the season, you guys. Gisele Lullaby is the winner, and I agree. I think she deserved it. I love this last look. I mean, I think this is a beautiful gown to win in, and I just love this season. All right, I thought this was a great season. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm so excited for season 4. I know UK season 4 just came out as well. So I'm going to maybe take a look at that today and see if I want to review it or not. I'm usually not a big fan of the UK seasons, although I did like the season that Bimini was on. But then I felt out of watching that, I don't know what it is with me in the UK. But I did like the season that Bimini Bon Boulash, because I did like Bimini. But anyway. So, it was really fun reviewing Canada's Drag Race. I can't wait till season 4. We definitely will be reviewing the next season of America's Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race, season 15, I think. Um, but make sure you like, share, subscribe for other content. And I'll see you in the next video. And congratulations to Gisele Lullaby.